Last on Rich Man, Poor Man, Book 2.
Someone out there knows about my father, and they're not going to stop until they get the whole story.
There is no way that anyone can connect you to Albert Dietrich. Jordache planted that item about Claire's father. Now, I can't prove that, but I know it. Now I want to know why Falconetti tried to kill the senator from New York. Get me Falconetti.
Ben Abbott, Greenway Records. Miss Adams and I have just flown in from New York to lend a hand in a good cause.
That's nice. That's very, very nice.
He has a stepson named Billy Abbott. He's just bought into an outfit called Greenway Records.
I want Greenway Records.
Why should I believe that you aren't gunning for S-Step on your own account?
Because S-Step and Tricor are ripe for a look, and you know it.
I made a mistake. Worse for me than for you. I knew that even while that was happening. But how can a mistake that didn't mean anything, nothing, Wes, how can it spoil everything forever?
Come here, Billy. I'm gonna make love to you. Be brave.
What I need is to be alone with Rudy Jordache and to take a good, hard look at him. I feel like I'm up the proverbial creek without a paddle.
You know you're not the brat I thought you were.
I want to talk to you. You had a reason when you beat up Billy. You had a reason when you went to bed with a 16-year-old girl. You knew what you were doing and why you were doing it. You owe me an explanation.
Roy, it's me, Wes. He's up, boy.
Wes? Oh, man. Wes, man, are you okay?
Yeah. What's the gun for? I didn't know you carried a gun.
It just seemed like a good idea, that's all. Damn, it's good to see you.
It's for Falconetti, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did something happen?
No, it just, I like the idea of being prepared, that's all. Nice. Hey, what are you doing around here, anyway?
Looking for work on a boat. I've had some experience.
What happened?
It was time.
Mm-hmm. Well, the time came all of a sudden, didn't it? You show up here at the crack of dawn with nothing but the shirt on your back?
Well, if I don't fit into your plans right now, it's...
You always fit into my plans.
They serve coffee on this bucket?
We even serve breakfast to new crew members.
Then request permission to come aboard, sir.
You got it, sailor. Right.
Where is she?
In her room.
Have you heard from Wes?
Not yet.
Thank you. Oh, Rudy, I'm so sorry. I mean, she's entitled to complicate my life, but she has no right to play havoc with yours or Wes's.
It takes two. Wes has his own share of the responsibility.
In my daughter's case, it takes just one to create total chaos.
Take it easy up there.
Who is it? What are you doing here?
I'm sure you know.
You're here to tell me that you're shocked and horrified that Wesley and I went to bed together last night. Well, big deal.
Diane, it is a big deal. You are 16 years old. You are not 26, and you're not 36.
I didn't know there was a legal age. Do I need a license?
Would you just try to understand something? Senator Jordache has invited you here into his home as his guest. And you have repaid him by causing trouble between him and Wesley.
I knew you'd blame me for that.
I am not blaming you, Diane. I am simply trying to point out to you the consequences of your behavior.
Well, for your information, I did not make Wesley leave, and the senator should learn to go knocking on people's doors before he goes barging in on them.
Diane, this is Rudy's house. You did what you did under his roof.
Well, where do you do it?
That's enough.
Do you go around hitting your clients when you don't like their questions?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Diane, I can't accept what you've done.
Well, that's stupid because you don't know anything about what we did.
I think I know enough.
This is gonna come as a shock to you, Mother. But you see, I haven't done that kind of thing before. Not the whole thing.
Diane, I find that a little difficult to believe.
Well, so did most of my dates. But you know what? I really think it's wrong to bring a child into this world when it isn't wanted.
And what if you should find yourself pregnant now?
I would want this baby.
Oh, Diane, honey. You're still a child yourself. You know absolutely nothing about being a mother.
I'm sure you can teach me all about that.
Pack your things. I'm going to take you home.
Senator? Senator? It's after midnight, Senator.
Is it?
Well, I'm going to turn in now. And don't worry about the boy, Senator. He'll come back.
Hello. Wes?
I'm calling to extend my condolences
What?
on the death of Sarah Hunt.
Who is this?
You're investigating Charles Estep. I can help.
How?
Meet me. Construction site, 1st Avenue and 38, in an hour and a half. Alone.
Listen, I... Mrs. Rowe? I have to go out. If Wesley calls, get a number where I can reach him.
Senator? Thank you for coming.
Who are you?
John Franklin, Senator.
Charles Estep's chief financial officer.
Not any longer.
I see.
I doubt it. Come on. Senator, please. I served the Estep organization for 17 years. A few months ago, I made my first major mistake. I was in charge of keeping Sarah Hunt contained, as Charles likes to put it.
But she escaped containment.
Due to no fault of mine.
But you lost your job. And now you want revenge?
Why should I want revenge? I was promoted, given a raise. Charles waved away my apologies. After all, he said, everyone can make a mistake, and that's a direct quote.
How touching. I didn't know he had it in him.
He doesn't, which is why I risk contacting you, Senator. Estep's retribution is swift and harsh. Just how harsh depends upon the extent of one's mistake. Sarah Hunt was not exactly spilt milk.
No, she wasn't. She knew too much about him.
Which is why she was disposed of.
Do you know as much?
More. Which is why I should be moldering in my grave this very minute.
What is Estep waiting for?
He's waiting for your investigation to fizzle out, for the spotlight to be turned away, leaving him in his accustomed obscurity, and then...
I get the picture. I admire Charles Estep for one thing. The sheer ingenuity of his deviousness. He wouldn't send one of his higher-ups to me with a story like this as bait for a setup, would he?
He would, but he didn't. My cards are on the table. I'll do anything I have to persuade you I'm playing straight.
What do you have?
These represent money that found its way into the pockets of several Justice Department prosecutors in exchange for advantageous treatment of Tricor.
The word is payoffs.
I opened Swiss accounts for all those involved.
So? It's you who'll be indicted if this is presented as evidence, not Estep.
I want an arrangement with you, predicated on a deal.
Let me guess. Immunity and protection. Swiss accounts only have numbers. I'm gonna need the names that go with them.
No, I've got names. I've got dates and amounts. All authorized by Charles personally. And the amounts correspond exactly with the figures you've got on those canceled checks. I guess you'll understand why I'll keep the rest of the evidence to myself until I'm sure of my end of the bargain.
How will I reach you?
I'll contact you.
You know, Mr. Franklin, you're gonna need protection.
Not till this comes to a head. Until then, it's best we see as little of each other as possible.
How do I know I'll hear from you again?
Oh, said it. Right now, I need you more than you need me.
What do you know about Albert Dietrich?
I never heard of him. And I don't want to hear his name again.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Good, because a couple of hundred more hours of fun and we may be able to put it into service.
Was I complaining?
I just don't want to see you breaking your neck for nothing, man.
Oh, you gonna sail off without me?
Hey, Wes, now what's happening with you, man? Are you going or are you staying?
What do you mean?
When I saw you up in Whitby, you had a pretty heavy thing going. You had a good thing going with Rudy. You had your girl. When I asked you why you split, I seemed to hit a sore spot, you know?
Yeah. 2 sore spots. Rudy and the girl.
Can you fix it?
Not now.
Not bad, huh?
I keep hearing my football coach back at boarding school. Jordache, you're a natural-born screw-up. Lots happened since then, but nothing's changed.
Hey, now you watch that. That's a buddy of mine you're talking about. Look, I don't want to stir anything up, man. I just want to get a feeling of where you're at.
I'm not going back.
Okay. You stay here, you go somewhere else, you do whatever you like, man, as long as I know what's happening, right? Because I don't want to get used to seeing your mug around here and wake up some morning and find out that you had split.
How long would it take us to sail to the south of France?
I mean, in this thing? Well, with a short stop at the bottom of the ocean? Forever.
Doubt they can make it, huh?
No way. Look, it's not gonna be like it was. I mean, with you and your dad and myself.
I know that. I signed on here because this is what I want. Because you're my friend. Best I've got.
Guess I got myself a partner.
Well, what we should do is make it official.
What do you mean?
You know, some kind of ceremony.
Like what?
The same way they christen a boat. Your wife told me I'd find you out here, Senator.
Sometimes I wonder whose side she's on.
Well, I won't take up much of your time. I'm sure you wouldn't want to miss the latest installment of my personal vendetta against Charles Estep.
What are these?
Cancel checks.
I can see that.
Those checks represent payoffs to certain Justice Department prosecutors through Swiss bank accounts.
Well, how do you know all that?
I'm in touch with the man who opened those accounts, at Charles Estep's direction, and he'll swear to it.
Under oath?
Under oath.
Let me be sure I understand this. Are you telling me that you can prove that members of the Justice Department have been accepting payoffs from Charles Estep?
That's right.
You know what you're saying? That a private citizen is able to subvert an institution of the United States government?
I'm saying what I've been saying, and you've been too complacent to hear. Charles Estep has more power to influence this country than you or I, or maybe all of its elected representatives put together.
Jordache, where are you getting this information?
From, how do they put it, an unimpeachable source?
Those are his credentials. What's his name?
Are you going to open an investigation?
You name your source and I'll decide that.
Decide, and I'll disclose my source.
What kind of a game is this? Don't you trust me?
In or out?
Bring your witness to Washington. I want to get going on this.
Hey, you finished?
I thought I told us this. We got any brass polish?
Man, polish that thing later. Let's go get something to eat.
Why doesn't the wheelhouse be ready for the next coat?
Look, you're getting to be a work nut, you know that?
Just holding up my end of things, that's all.
Look, we're partners, man. Nobody has to keep books on it, you know.
Okay.
Let's get some grub.
After we eat, I should stop by the hardware store. I need some paint. And some brass polish.
Partner, you're relentless.
It's noon. And where the hell have you been?
I've been here and there, and I took a walk after breakfast. You should see the fruits and vegetables in the supermarkets. They're unreal.
I don't care about vegetables. I just spent a year's royalty in payphones looking for you.
I left you a note. Didn't you get it?
Yes, I got your note.
So it said I'd meet you at the airport. You slept through my 3 a.m. telethon spot.
Why didn't you wake me?
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I don't need you for every little thing. I did fine all by myself.
Well, why didn't you, come back afterwards?
This is a lot nicer than a dressing room. I know what's bugging you. Typical male. Makes love to a woman and just can't understand it, why she's not right back there begging for more. Well, if you chased around town for the notices, it was okay.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure?
I mean, it was okay.
It's what it was, okay.
Do you always cry after you make love?
Look, Billy, if you think one session is going to change anything between us...
It isn't.
I'm serious. You push all the other buttons in my life, but I'll be damned if you're going to push that one, too.
Fine.
I mean, I might have to need you in my career, but I don't have to need you in my bed.
Right.
As long as we understand each other.
We do. And good luck with deciding what to want, how to feel, and who to need. Because it doesn't usually work that way. For most people, those things just are. I feel, I need, I want.
I have more willpower than you give me credit for.
Well, here's to willpower and all the things it doesn't bring you.
Okay. Our boat. Okay, take it easy.
All right. Where is he?
The black guy?
Yeah.
He's okay. He got thrown in the water. Yeah, I lost a piece of flesh here and there, but he didn't even need first aid.
Where is he?
So we took him home.
Home? Home where?
Hoboken.
Okay. Bye.
Hello.
Hello. Right on time.
Ah, punctual porter, they call me.
Do they?
Yes.
Do they also call you beautiful?
Oh. Well, things look a little brighter. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've heard from Wes?
No.
No.
Not yet. But I turned Paxton around.
On the investigation?
There were some new developments, and he gave me the green light.
Congratulations.
Now, we'll have to put the electronics plant on the block. to avoid any possible conflict of interest. Other than that, the way is clear.
Great. Great. I suppose you'll be putting the place on the market.
My apartment? Why?
Well, you'll be in Washington full time. When you do come home, I suppose it would be to Whitby.
Whitby is a little short on privacy. So is your place. No. I think I'll keep it.
For use maybe, what, once a month? It seems like an unnecessary expense.
Maggie, what are you really trying to say?
Oh, Rudy. You know what they say about absence making the heart grow fonder? It just makes mine lonely.
I have to do this, Maggie. You know I do.
I'm so afraid of what it'll do to us. You know, I miss you all the time now, and you're right here.
All right. Come with me, then.
Come with you.
Yes. Join the committee's legal staff.
Oh, Rudy, honey, I can't do that. My life is here.
Your life?
Yes. I mean, the part that isn't you. You know, my law practice has doubled in the last year. I'm up for promotion in Eddie Heath's firm. Then there's Diane.
Look, I know the problems involved and the sacrifices.
Do you?
Yes. And one way or another, we are going to make it work. Look, it's only 2 hours, here to there. And I'll have some weekends free. Well, one thing is certain, nothing is ever solved on an empty stomach. Now, between filet and a good burgundy, we're going to work out some solutions.
And I've lost my appetite.
Now, look. We are not going to let this beat us. We are going to make it work, right?
All right. Right.
Miss Falconetti?
What do you want?
Is your brother here? I'm a friend of his from work. We're supposed to go get a beer together this afternoon.
I don't know anything about that.
I thought you might know where he went, where he usually goes.
Well, you'd know better about that than I would, since you're his friend. What are you doing? What do you want? You have no right to break in. This is my house.
Where is he?
Get out of here!
A bar?
Let go of me.
What bars does he go to?
Leave me alone!
Hot stuff.
Thanks, Anthony.
Sweetheart, give me... Answer the phone, you porpoise!
The autumn afternoon tranquility of Sheepshead Bay was abruptly shattered today when a large explosion affected the
Falcon Eddie,
one craft
it's for
and
you.
damaged several others in the vicinity.
Tell him to hang on a minute.
Police and fire officials would not speculate on the origin of the blast, except to say that foul play has not been ruled out.
Falcon Eddie!
Washington.
I told you to tell him to hang on.
You hang on. It's your sister, and she's bananas.
Ever since, the generals have been arguing for a follow-up
Hey,
aircraft.
did they see if anybody was killed in that explosion?
By the mid-1970s, at least. Last week, they won their case. What the Air Force wants is dubbed an advanced...
Yeah, Maria. Yeah, what is it?
Anthony, what have you done?
Come on, Maria, what are you talking about?
You're in trouble again, aren't you, Anthony? Why? Why?
Maria, what the hell are you talking about?
That Jordache boy was here.
Where?
He came in and he looked all over the house, and now he's out looking for you.
You sure it was him?
Anthony, I've got his picture right in my hand. It was him. Anthony?
Roy!
I'm all right.
Hang on. I'll go get some help.
No, no. It won't do any good.
We gotta get you fixed up, man.
You can't. I can't fix the Clotilde tomb. I can't fix me.
It was Falconetti.
It don't matter.
He's gonna pay, man, if it's all I ever do.
No. You stay away from him. You give me your word. Okay. I got something more important I want you to do for me.
Like what?
I want you to live the part I'm gonna miss. Okay? I know you're gonna do that well because you and your old man were the best times I ever had, man.
Roy, let me go get some.
No. It hurts. It hurts.
I'm here, man. I'm here.